What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with my all tea, all shade, Love and Hip Hop Couples Retreat Season 1, Episode 1 review. So the show starts with Yandy letting us all know that she came up with this bright idea to have several couples come on this couples retreat to repair and fix their relationships. Of course, she did not come up with this idea. Mona Scott and the people over there at VH1 did, because they needed to figure out a way how to keep Love and Hip Hop on the television screen during a pandemic. So Yandy and Mandy are the first couple, of course. They're struggling with, him being in jail for all those years, then coming home and having a house full of children, and then the pandemic happens and they haven't had a chance to connect one-on-one and spend one-on-one time with one another and get to know each other all over again. Mandy really needs to keep a hat on at all times because his head is shaped like a Rubik's Cube and it makes me feel uncomfortable. So Michael Blackston and his girlfriend Rada are the next to arrive, and if you remember on an episode of Spill the Tea some months back, I told you all the story about how Boots from Flavor of Love went live and was blasting him and his girlfriend because they fuck around and the girlfriend don't like her, and she was saying how Michael still fuck with her to this day and this, that, and the third. And the girl Rada, when they was on their way to go filming, said some slick shit to Boots. It was a bunch of mess, child. I'm like, y'all both fighting over this nigga that looked like a cockroach. Really? But all right, money is a powerful thing, but okay. So he says that when he got the call to even come do the show, him and Rada wasn't even speaking to each other. So Rashida and Kirk arrive, and we all know they fake ass story about how he supposedly cheated on her and had the baby, but we all know that shit was a lie and it was fake. So Delicious and Raymond Santana from the Central Park 5, they're the next couple. She says that they met because he said that she was following him. He saw that she was following him. He followed her back and was liking all of her pictures, and then that's how things got started, and that's how they started dating. It seems like their issue is sex. Like his libido isn't as strong as hers or something. Delicious is a beautiful woman. She is just stunning. So Delicious says to Michael Blackson, unlike my last husband, this one won't try to knock you down a flight of steps. And so they tell us a story about how Delicious did a movie with Michael Blackson, and he came over to her house to show her the final cut, and her husband thought they were sleeping together and tried to fuck him up, and Michael Blackson jumped out the window, and it was all in the blogs, and it was a fucking mess. So Ray J and Princess are the next couple. She filed for divorce, then withdrew. They argued, and then he filed for divorce, and she found out via social media. Just the ghetto. I just need for them to make a decision. Are they going to be together or separate? Because I'm so sick and tired of being involved in their marriage. She says that she's there to give it one more chance. I think that they can work out, but I think that there's just been so much that has happened between them that it's hard to start fresh. So Yandy tells all the couples that she wants them to work colors that night for dinner that represents black love to them. So Rashida says that she and Kirk can give the other couple some kind of advice, and I was like, lies, delusions of grandeur. You can't give nobody no advice about nothing. Clothes, yes. How to run a business, yes. How to install a wig, most definitely. How to take care of your natural hair, 100%. Relationship advice, absolutely not. So Ray J and Princess go to their rooms, and of course they have separate bedrooms. They also let us know, however, that they still do live under the same roof at home, even though they're going through a divorce. She lays down on the bed and he lays on top of her and pretend like he humping her, and she was like, we're not doing that with you, especially with you running around sleeping with God knows what. And so he was like, we throwing shots. He was like, can we not throw shots tonight? Like, can we be civilized? Like, ugh. So I was like, truth hurts, nigga, because that dick is dirty and it's disgusting. So Delicious and Raymond have moved fast. They say they met, they started dating, they got engaged, they got married in the pandemic. She got pregnant, they lost the baby. Like, it's just been boom, 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 back to back, and they haven't really had a chance to breathe, seems like. So Michael Blackson and Rada are in their bedroom. And if you paid attention, he's talking to Rada, and he was like, everybody look good. Delicious look, I mean, I ain't seen her in a long time. He was about to say, Delicious look good as fuck. But he called himself. I was like, this nigga ain't shit. And I'm like, this ugly ass nigga need to be happy. Anybody even give him the time of day. But swear to God, you give a nigga a $5 bill, and he will think that he got. So Rada in her confessional says that she stopped fucking with him because of his side bitches, and this one in particular keep getting in the middle of things. So they're talking about Boots. And so Rada says to him, you told me when we do bring somebody to hang out, I get to pick who. So that's when we learned that they like to do the threesomes. And she even says in her confessional that she doesn't like this one particular woman, and that they're into threesomes, foursomes, and even fivesomes. And I was like, so Michael in his confessional says that the contract is we do threesomes once in a while, and if I'm on the road or at home and she's not around, I can have someone come over, but she has to know who it is. Girl, this relationship ain't going no motherfucking where. No motherfucking where, because he does not respect her. It's just sex between them. He will never wife that hoe. He will never wife her in a million motherfucking years, because she has allowed him to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So why buy the milk when I already got the cow, or whatever the analogy is, god damn it. But hell no, they ain't getting married and they ain't gonna never be serious. Their relationship is a shit show. Child, please. So I'm like, ugh. Is sex that important to you? You gotta be fucking all these bitches that So it's dinner time, and they play a game to see how well the couples know each other. And Delicious and Raymond lost pretty much every fucking round, I think. Princess and Ray J, however, won. They beat out Rashida and Kirk, who have been married for 20 years, which says a lot. That they know each other a lot. They know each other inside and motherfucking out, but they can't trust each other. So Princess in her confession was like, I absolutely believe that he is cheating on me, because their prize was, since they won, was that they get to have wonderful love making that night. And they were sitting there looking like, yeah, crickets, not happening. His dick will never go in my vagina, and he looking like, man, this bitch ain't trying to fuck me. So Princess ain't no motherfucking fool. She know her man, and Ray J know he been out here fucking. And I'm pretty sure at this point, Princess had got her a taste too. So Kirk says Ray J and Princess remind him of Rashida. And I was like, ooh, God, if that's the case, then just throw the whole marriage away. So Ray J was like, I found lingerie in her purse. And Kirk was like, was it for you? And he was like, no, I haven't seen her in lingerie for years. And Kirk was like, well, did you ask? And he was like, nah, I mean, we're getting a divorce. So he thinking that, this lingerie that she bought is for somebody else. I don't know if he found this on their way there, or was this something that happened at home? I was unsure, but hey, do your thing. So they all sit down for dinner, and Delicious says that she wore black and brown because she's black, and Raymond is Puerto Rican. I don't know what they had to do with black love, but okay. Michael says that he wore his shirt that had a cheat on the back because he don't know not how to cheat. I was like, well, at least this nigga was being honest. Rada tells them how they like to have side bitches, and Delicious was like, never, never, ever. I wish a nigga would. So Ray J was like, I wore black because love can lead you down a dark hole, but I love Princess and I'm black. And I was like, just throw the whole nigga away. Throw them all away. So Yandy tells them that they have a relationship life coach coming, and in walks AJ Johnson, who we all know from House Party and from Baby Boy. She is a relationship life coach now. She life coaches people like Anne Hathaway, and a bunch of other celebrities. So Kirk in his confession was like, I like AJ playing baby boy mama, but having her here talking about my sex life, I'm not down with that. I'm like, shut up. You look like a whole used condom. Shut up, penis head. So AJ tells the couples to go to their room and change into gym clothes. And everybody like, what the fuck? We just got done eating. Ain't nobody trying to exercise. What the fuck is going on here? So they meet up in the grass with all these lights on like that at the football stadium. And she asks Rashida what's going on with them. And she was like, we're always working and never spend time with each other romantically, like to go on vacations and this, that, and the third. And Kirk says their business and their family are in turmoil and that he has no choice but to work. And he says to AJ, the investments are there. Like, I have no choice. And she was like, you're still talking about business. And Rashida was like, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And you have to learn how to prioritize your marriage and your businesses, because you can have all the money in the world and then end up losing your wife, the person that you were working so hard to make happy. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your marriage the number one priority. Marriage and family, then this business shit. So AJ asks Princess, what's going on with them, and Ray J hides behind her because he ignorant. And so Princess was like, we're always fighting, we're never on the same page. And AJ was like, have you ever been on the same page? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, why the fuck did y'all marry each other? I mean, we all knew that their marriage was never gonna be right in the first place. I mean, this motherfucker pushed your ass in a whole motherfucking pool on national television, and you thought he was about to be your knight in shining armor. Okay, daddy issues much? So AJ was like, well, what is this relationship built on? Where did the love come from? And she was like, it's just there. What the fuck you mean it's just there? Like, no, that's not love. That's toxicity. That's craziness that you have mistaken as love. And AJ was like, could it be lust? And she was like, no, we don't have sex. And Ray J was like, why did you say that? Like, he didn't want everybody to know he wasn't hitting it. So Princess was like, I found out about our divorce on social media. And Ray J was like, babe, I found out about you divorced me on social media. And Princess was like, I told you I wanted a divorce. You told me to put some pep in my step. So the next day I put some pep in my step. I don't know why that shit tickled me. I was like, you better get it, motherfucking Princess. So they arguing back and forth about who did what, this, that, and the third. And AJ was like, Ray J, I have one question. What do you want? And he's standing there looking like a deer in headlights. He don't know how to answer. Then he look over at Princess. She was like, don't look at me, like, just answer the motherfucking question. And by the way, her flat iron, ooh, it was so good. Like, her hair was pressed to perfection, ma'am. So eventually he finally answers and says, I want Princess to be happy because her being happy makes me happy. It was just such a generic ass fucking answer. Like, do you want your wife or do you not, bitch? What the fuck are you here for? So AJ was like, do you believe him? And Princess was like, no, I feel like he's all he cares about is money and work. And pussy. She needed to add it that. AJ was like, do you realize she doesn't believe you? And Ray J walks off. Princess starts to cry. Ray J says she lying about all this shit. And he walking off, and in his confessional, he say, I could say a lot of shit about Princess, but I'm not. That's my wife. Of course she does the opposite and calls me out publicly. And I was like, you're on the fucking reality show about your marriage. What the fuck was she supposed to do? The fuck? Why did y'all sign up if you don't want nobody to know y'all fucking business? Like, why are you here, sir? What is the reason? So then Michael Blackson goes chasing after him to see where is he going. And the episode goes off. So far, it's cool. I think things will heat up as the episodes go along. I'm predicting that after this goes off, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta will be coming on because they literally just got done filming the next season. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, it started off cool. I give episode 1 a C-. After seeing the trailer, seems like things are going to heat up between the couples, and I'm excited about that. Let me know what you think about the couples in the first episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.